Performance marketing is one of the top paid and most desired careers in the world. But for someone who's just starting in this age of AI, what does it take to become a top performance marketer? And that's what I'll be discussing in this video. A step-by-step roadmap I would follow as an absolute beginner with no network and no experience. To give you a bit of context, digital marketing careers were great until AI showed up, because digital marketing is one of the fields that is most prone to AI disruption. 3 years ago, I posted the exact same video which got more than 2.1 million views, 95,000 likes and more than 2,000 comments. And some people even came back to comment and send emails, countless LinkedIn mentions where they said, this roadmap worked for us, we got a good job, freelancing project. But because of AI, everything has changed, so I decided to create a new video. If you are new here, my name is Oves. I have been working in digital marketing and performance marketing for 13 years now. Handled and overseen ad spends of more than 300 million US dollars. Worked with some of the biggest companies and agencies in the world. Our first step is right expectations. Otherwise, I have seen a lot of people who start with the right energy and right intentions, but they end up quitting and disappointed. I want you to have 3 expectations set right. The first one is, a few years ago, being a specialist in just Google ads or meta ads would get you hired. But today, that's not enough. Today, what companies are looking for is a marketer who knows how everything fits together. You have to be a full stack marketer. The second expectation you need to have right is marketing careers are not get-rich-quick schemes. It takes time, deliberate practice, a lot of hard work, and a structured roadmap. So, very important, you have to stop chasing gurus who tell you we'll teach you digital marketing in 1 week. After 1 week, you'll make $3,000 every week. Third expectation you need to have is about AI, because a lot of beginners are confused whether AI will eat all digital marketing jobs. As of now, it looks like AI is not a replacement of good digital marketers. As far as the marketer uses AI to amplify their creativity, their productivity, that is fine. But the thinking needs to be done from you. So this leads us to our second stage, which is very important, which is understanding and learning the fundamentals of marketing and digital marketing. This is your first move. And I have seen 2 to 4 weeks on this stage is generally enough, depending on how much time you're committing. See, understanding and knowing marketing fundamentals are becoming even more important in the AI era. Even helps you later in your career when you're selling or pitching for new business. This is what will help you. See, when I say marketing fundamentals, I'm not just referring to textbook marketing. 25% textbook marketing, marketing funnels and general marketing concepts, but 75% it is the modern trade and execution marketing. Let me explain. The first one is textbook marketing, which you can learn from videos and books like Basics of Marketing by Philip Kotler. There is a long lecture by Philip Kotler on YouTube, and there is a book as well, depending on what you prefer. There's another book and possibly few lectures as well, which are called This is Marketing by Seth Godin. So once you watch these, then you will obviously, YouTube will suggest some more, and then you can watch those videos. This basically covers and give you an idea about marketing principles, marketing funnel, ICP, marketing psychology, consumer psychology, and why people actually buy, etc., etc. One thing to remember here is you don't have to learn everything in this stage. Just understand the language of marketing. That's the most important. Now, after this, you will dive specifically into digital marketing, and you have to learn the basic concepts, which you can learn from YouTube. You can ask ChatGPT to create an ebook for you, as far as you are understanding the language and terminology and the concepts. And the topics you have to cover are traditional marketing versus digital marketing. What is digital marketing? Benefits of digital marketing, organic versus paid digital marketing, the importance of digital marketing for small brands and big brands, marketing funnel in digital marketing, different channels of digital marketing and USP of each channel, most common used terms in digital marketing, different aspects of digital marketing project, different tools used in digital marketing. These topics are more than enough. And don't worry about taking the notes. They all are listed in the doc in the description below. Again, don't go deep. It's just create a map before you explore the digital marketing city. The third one, and the most important one, this is where you will learn the modern trade mindset and the modern trade execution strategies. What I'm going to tell you is like a habit you have to develop and do it until you are in this industry. I'll make it very simple for you. Subscribe to podcasts, YouTube channels, or their ebooks from people like Alex Hermosi, Rory Sutherland. These are perfect for beginners. Over the periods, what will happen is you will automatically develop more understanding and you will explore and you will understand who to follow. You also can follow our YouTube channel because we talk a lot about these things. From this, what you will start learning and developing understanding about is digital marketing basics like segmentation, targeting, positioning, value proposition, customer journey, consumer psychology, why people buy, decision making, trust, social proof, urgency. You will understand business fundamentals like revenue, profit, margins, CAC, LTV, unit economics, and you will understand copywriting basics, how to draft headlines, offers, hooks, CTAs, and to persuasive writing. You will understand creative fundamentals. You will know what is an analytical mindset. So the concept is to be connected to the community to understand new information and what people are thinking, trying, experimenting. There are 2 subreddits which are very useful as well. One is called digital marketing, one is called marketing, and both the links are in the resource sheet below. Just informing you, our digital marketing 101 course covers most of these topics, which is part of our full stack performance marketing program, and this is the first step there anyways. And that is actually the purpose of our full stack marketing program, to take someone from absolute beginner to become a performance marketing pro. Really, in this program, I have packed all my 13 years of experience, not just practicing digital marketing and performance marketing. I was a professional trainer at Google. I used to train Google employees for 2.5 years, and I have attended most prestigious train the training programs. So what I'm trying to say is I know how to design and deliver trainings. Now it's time to learn ad platforms where you will spend most of your career. I would pick Google Ads and Meta Ads. They will probably represent 80 to 90% of the total ad spend you will manage. But here is the mistake I want you to avoid. Don't look at learning Google Ads from a 1-hour superficial tutorial optimized for views. You need to learn them from someone who has very good credentials, who has an overview of the industry across different verticals and different types of campaigns and worked with different size and scale of clients. So definitely a no to flashy 1 to 2 hour courses. To give you an idea, each of our Meta Ads and Google Ads courses have almost 40 lessons, video lessons each, and that's excluding the quizzes, the templates, and different kind of resources. And they are very important, so you will need to understand them and focus a lot from the fundamentals of these platforms and understand the technicalities as well. You have to understand through and through the campaign types, the objectives, bidding strategies, different kind of audiences, creative, measurement, optimization, reporting, and most importantly, when to use each of these features in real life scenarios, how to divide budgets between Google and Meta Ads for different kind of industries, objectives, etc. And very important, while you are learning these ad platforms, don't stay passive. You have to actively create hypothetical campaigns in your demo accounts for both Meta and Google Ads. Build campaigns and campaign structures and ads for a hypothetical real estate business, a local restaurant around you, a SaaS product you like, and treat all of these projects as if it's for a real client. And these projects will later become part of your portfolio when you are applying for internships and jobs. So if you do this step properly, you should be able to strategize what campaign types to use for them, what kind of ads to use for them, what bidding strategy to use for them, how to check if the tracking is set up properly, how to get the tracking done properly. You will also have an idea about attribution and best practices around creative or landing pages or funnels, what to use when. And once you have this confidence that you might be able to do this, don't wait until you are ready. Start looking for internships in different kind of agencies, brands, offer help to freelancers in this industry, consultants in this industry. Real experience will teach you 10 times more than you can learn from courses alone. And this leads us to our fourth very important stage, which is plugging AI into your workflow. Now, one thing you have to understand is you don't have to wait to finish learning Google Ads and Meta Ads completely and then start using AI. This can be parallel as well. You start creating these hypothetical campaigns. That's when you can start with this stage already. There is a very, very important disclaimer I want to give you when it comes to using AI in your digital marketing workflows. I have this rule and I want you to follow this rule as well. First, learn how to do something on your own and then start using AI for it. First, learn how to brainstorm ideas, let's say a headline for your creative, how to create a headline for your landing page, and then start using AI for it. Once you're doing these hypothetical campaigns, you have to start using it for different kind of workflows like brainstorming campaign ideas and strategies, generate headlines, add copy, creative angles, research audience and keywords, improving landing page messaging, analyze campaign performance, challenge your assumptions, and review your work. And once you start using AI, you will realize if you are the beginner of a concept idea and then you use AI to speed up the process or expand on your ideas, it will really feel like a superpower. And it can be used in marketing for every workflow, whether you are working on Google Ads, Meta Ads, market research, strategy, creative, attribution tracking. It can help you in reporting as well. And that is how the professionals are using it today. And in our full stack marketing program, that is exactly how this module is placed. We have a course for AI marketing, which comes after Google Ads and Meta Ads course in the full stack marketing program. It will show you how to use tools like ChatGPT for market research, campaign ideas, creative ideas, and a lot of stuff. And when it comes to tools, as I said, they all are the same, but there are obviously perks. For me personally, I think ChatGPT does a much better job. But the only thing where these ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude will not help you is image, videos, UGC, and static creative generation, for which there are many tools in the market. Superscale is one of them, and you can basically research, just pick the best 2 or 3, use the free trial, try it out, whatever you're comfortable with. Go ahead with that. And this leads us to our next point, which is building your portfolio and work experience. It's not basically a stage, but it's just kind of a checkpoint. If you still at this stage have not got an opportunity to work as a freelancer, intern, you have to keep learning, but at the same time, you have to focus on getting some kind of experience, getting some kind of opportunity to work in live projects. Because by now, you should have a very solid foundation. So you basically have to repeat the same thing which we discussed, talk to friends and family if they might require help to run ad campaigns, approach local businesses and offer them improve their marketing, reach out to freelancers who may need help managing campaigns or reporting, shortlist agencies you genuinely want to work for, reach out to them, tell them from your website this is your client. So I created these hypothetical campaigns, hypothetical Meta ad strategy, Google ad strategy. I checked their ad library. These are the ads they are running. I think they're missing on this one ad type. I have created certain ads using AI. That is what agencies look for freshers, their attitude and approach towards work, their initiatives. If you come to me and tell me that this is your client, we have done this, and if there is a minute chance that there is an opening available, I will definitely hire you. And the same applies if you get a chance to go for an interview. Don't go with your CV alone. And if you follow our YouTube channel, by now you should know how to create a demo strategy for a client. You can go with that strategy. You will know what Facebook ads library is, what Google Ads Transparency Center is, how to use that to create different kind of audit reports. When you show this kind of knowledge, there's no reason anyone will not hire you. Almost every business, small, medium, or large, everyone is so dependent on marketing. There is, to be honest, so much need for professionals who are serious. There are so many opportunities, to be honest. And if you try hard and if you follow what I said, very high probability you will get an opportunity to work. And that will lead us to our next point, which is learn marketing systems and strategy. But this will only be applicable once you have some hands-on experience or you're working somewhere. A lot of people who start in digital marketing industry and get good jobs, this is where they stop. But this is the point which basically determines whether you will be a top 1% marketer or not. Because this is where a lot of people get comfortable and then they lose that fire to grow and keep learning. What we learned so far is basically strategizing and running ad campaigns. But strategizing, running, optimizing, reporting ad campaigns is a part of digital marketing system. Because apart from this, the whole marketing system also includes what happens before publishing the ad campaigns. For example, market research, consumer psychology, understanding your audience situations, finalizing creative pillars and offer, even setting benchmarks for profitability, LTV analysis, cost per unit objective. And it also includes what happens after you run the campaign and send traffic to the website, ways to collect lead and sale data, attribution, CRMs, email marketing and automation, retention, upsell strategies, growth and scaling frameworks, digital and AI maturity, benchmarking and growth. These are the things which happen before and after what you have learned so far. And they're not small. Like, for example, CRO is something you focus, you learn, you practice for months and months. That is one of the topics. But even if it takes you 2 years, 3 years to learn all of this or most of this, I guarantee you're going to become top 1% performance marketer in terms of how much money you're making or how much in demand you are in the market. You are not just going to be one person. You can just go and start your own agency, because at this stage, you can go to any business and tell them, I'm going to define the complete strategy for you. Give me a team. Or you can just start an agency and replicate everything you know for every client, hire more people and get it replicated. You are like a one-stop solution for marketing for any business. You can answer all their questions like, what tools do we need to set up our marketing? What should be our offer? Which ad platforms we should use? How do we design our customer journey, right from understanding who they are and how to bring them to our website and how to basically nurture them so that they buy from us. We have videos, lessons about CRO. We have about strategy. We have about CRMs and things like that. What were the greatest campaigns of all time? We already have kind of a course or workshop on this called Fix Your Marketing, which exactly sits after this in our full stack marketing program. And at this stage, you will have to basically dive into different kind of tools apart from the ad platforms. For example, CRMs. It's very important in today's world to learn HubSpot, to know Salesforce, to know high level or one of them. Like, you have to get an opportunity to create a demo account or ask any client who is working on this, get involved and learn at least few of them. And similarly, you have to learn email automation tools like Omnisend, MailChimp, Flowdesk, or any of those. They almost all do the same thing. But what I'm trying to tell you is email marketing and automation was not part of performance marketing before, but that's how the world is moving. That's how this industry is moving. Now you need to learn all of this. And this brings us to our last stage of the roadmap, which is super specialization. Some of you might get confused that we started with it's important to become a full stack marketer, but now why are we moving towards specialization? There's a concept called T-shaped marketer. So the end goal is to be a full stack marketer, but with specialization into a particular industry or niche. Now, in terms of learning, what I would suggest is you would have to learn a lot of new skills like programmatic advertising, which is the second last part in our full stack marketing program, which includes learning DSPs like DV360, the Trade Desk, or app marketing platforms like AppLovin, Remerge, Taboola, and all those DSPs. Basically, if you just know one, you will know all. And in today's world, because a lot of businesses, including e-commerce, have apps as well, so you will have to learn and understand MMP platforms as well. Any of them, Branch, Adjust, Firebase. If you know one, you know all. And at the same time, depending on which market you're focusing on, you might have to learn TikTok ads. For example, if you want to work in India, it's banned there. You don't want that. If you want to work in GCC markets, then Snapchat might be one platform you will have to learn. If you're focusing on B2B advertising, then LinkedIn is very important as well, LinkedIn ads. Then again, in terms of industry and niche, you will have to niche down as well if you want to make serious money and if you want to become like a go-to in a particular niche. For example, real estate advertising in Dubai, experts for dentist and healthcare clinics in the US, experts in travel and tourism industry, experts in education for universities specifically, for schools specifically, for SaaS companies specifically, for e-commerce brands, even e-commerce luxury brands. You have to create a niche based on what kind of experience you have until now and what you enjoy. One, you become a go-to person. And the other thing is when you repeatedly solve same kind of problems in same kind of niche, it's very easy to kind of create a mental framework and a playbook that basically works for everyone with small tweaks, and then you can productize your offerings as well. You can just keep hiring and just implement the same workflows, processes, and frameworks once you kind of crack the code. Because for that niche, you will understand what is the buying behavior, how to improve the conversion, how to design a customer journey, seasonality, competitors, benchmarks. For example, if you give me any client in edtech, I'll exactly tell you what kind of ads will work for them. I kind of have this mental framework that what will work for them. I just need to know what do they sell. And then at this stage, you start different kind of conversations. Your offering becomes simple. I help real estate companies in Dubai to generate more quality leads. That's your offering, one line. But at this stage, if you have done everything right, I guarantee you will already be in top 5% of the digital marketers. And while all of this cannot be covered in any program in the world, but if you check our full stack marketing program, most of this is covered. And even the parts that are not covered, it is designed to help you understand this journey, and so that all the things fall into place. You know if something is missing, where to get it. So I would highly recommend to visit our full stack marketing program. See what all you need, whether you buy it or not, but it will definitely help you to kind of understand which structure to follow. So I'll leave you with one thought. Don't chase trends. Don't chase superficial knowledge. Don't just chase platforms. Chase to understand the digital marketing systems, because platforms will evolve, AI will evolve, but the marketer who understands the whole system will always be valuable. So that's all for this video. I hope this was helpful. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next one.